Making a portrait of somebody is one of the most difficult and humbling tasks an artist can do. Yet, we know of many artists who can do it consistently and successfully. How did they manage to reach that level of skill? Was it just countless hours spent practicing, or was there a specific training that they followed that helped them reach their goals more practically? We have heard the saying, practice makes perfect, but does the type of practice matter, or just the amount of time spent? Surely, if one has the ability to choose, they would pick the path that leads them to their desired goals faster than the one that takes more time and still gives the same result. After all, time is a resource we can never get back, no matter what we do, so it is wise to spend it mindfully and not to be wasteful of it. So, with all of that being said, how should one approach the daunting task of learning how to create portraits as an artist, be it in a drawing, painting, or sculpture? Well, in this video, I will share with you a classical art training program that has taught countless classical academic artists, myself being one of them, how to draw the human head and create portraits of people. You probably know the philosophy of breaking down big challenges into smaller bits and tackling them one by one. Well, that is the principle that is being applied to what I'm about to share with you. Let's take a look at a human head for a moment. What do we see? What are the features that are common across all human heads? We've got two eyes, two ears, one nose, one mouth. Now, if you're an art student or beginner artist and haven't had much experience drawing portraits of people, going into portraits directly will be a huge challenge. So don't bite off more than you can chew. Instead, take a step back and break it down into smaller pieces, starting with the one that is most difficult to you and moving to the easier ones. So this is one example of how it might look. Let's say you struggle with eyes more than anything else. Dedicate the next few drawings to just the eyes and practice drawing eyes. Study the forms carefully. Anatomy books are a great help for that. Draw the eyes from different angles and then move on to noses, then mouth, and finally the ears. Now, you have practiced drawing the most important features of the human head and will have a slightly easier time tackling a full portrait drawing, since you already have experience drawing parts of the portrait. The most famous example of this classical training program is taking separate plaster casts of the facial features of Michelangelo's David and drawing those. This makes it even easier, since you will be working from simplified forms of the facial features, and also they will be without color, so you can see the grayscale values clearly. I recommend this if you are a new art student or beginner that has never done a portrait before. It might seem that this approach will be slower than just drawing many portraits and getting better at it that way. And yes, initially it will be slower, but this is a marathon, not a race. It will be slower in the beginning, but after that you will be better off than if you had decided to go directly into portraits. After all, there is a good reason why this is the method historically used by the best art schools and academies in the world for centuries. Well, that will conclude this video. I hope you liked it, and if it was helpful in any way, please leave a like, it really helps. If you've got any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments and I will try to read them. And lastly, consider subscribing to not miss out on future videos like this one. Thank you, goodbye, and take care.